Third game of the day. The defending champions, the JKL Dolphins will take on the JT Jaguars, who are one of the favorites for this year's championship. I mean, they took on each other in last year's finals, and the Jaguars came short and lost to the JKL Dolphins. And this year they meet in the quarterfinals. The Jaguars, of course, dressed in white, and the JKL Dolphins in black and blue. 3 ball by Maya. She misses. There goes Ogunda, trying to attack the basket. Gets the interception. Possession now to Lake and the JKL Dolphins. And looking at the starters for the JKL Dolphins: Brenda Kayaga, Shakira Namvubia, Maimuna Nabosa, Sarah Geno, and among Annette. And for the JKL Dolphins, Lake Melinda, Tamasha Suvuga, Jerry Agnes, Florence, Rachel Ogunda, and Blessing Vandeloon. Vandeloon with the first 2 points of the game. Now, and Suvuga on to Jerry Agnes, Lake Melinda. Pulls up for the 3 to beat the buzzer. And Ogunda with the rebound. She'll go to the basket and just fails to deliver. Vandeloon with the screen on Sarah Geno. And again, though, delivers to her teammates. Lake Melinda with yet another rebound. Pressures by Lake Melinda. Ogunda, Rachel hesitates, picks up Vandeloon, long 2, misses everything. Ogunda with the rebound yet again. Back to Ogunda, fakes. Rejected, blocked by Namvubia, Shakira. It's going to be a side ball. Just had some adjustments from the table officials. And possession back to the Jaguars. Again, and those are 2 easy points for the Jaguars. They finally get 2 points, and Annette Among, the veteran, are champion with the UCU Cannons. Now Jerry Agnes. Jerry forces 1 up. Transition. Ayaga Brenda, fouled by Lake Melinda. It's just going to be 2 free throws. Kayaga Brenda was out injured. She finally gets back into the team and ready for the playoffs. It's good to see her back into the team in white. Her contribution will be very, very important for the Jaguars in the playoffs. She makes the second. It's now a 2-point lead for the JT Jaguars. Now Ogunda pulls the trigger, 3 ball, misses. Vandeloon almost gets the offensive rebound. Annette Among fails to get the defensive rebound and loses it, and the ball goes out. Now Subuga Tamasha floats one up, uses the glass, ties the game. Tamasha, what a performance by Tamasha, just keeping the Jaguars, the JKL Dolphins afloat. They lost lots of players from last season. On to Tamasha, to the basket, back-to-back baskets from one player. It's now a 2-point lead for the JKL Dolphins. I mean, talking about the JKL Dolphins lost a lot of players. I think it's only Tamasha, the only player on the floor from last season's team. Okesho Flavia on the bench, not dressed to play. They actually have 6 players in attendance today. Really, really sad to see the champions depleted this season. I mean, the most important thing is they're still in the league. They're still in the top flight. They can regroup and come back very, very strong next season. There goes Nabosa on the charity line. Gets the second. It's a tie game. Now Jerry for the 3. She fails to bury it. Now Brenda Kayaga picks up Navosa. Corner 3. Nasageno. Oh, friendly roll. Sarah Ageno, another champion with the UCU Cannons, gets the 2 points. I beg, excuse me. Nabosa trying to go coast to coast. Vandelun with the interception. 5 minutes, 35 seconds. Lake Melinda, the step back. That was going to be fancy. That was going to be beautiful. That was going to be poetry in motion. And Sarah Ageno just throws the ball out of bounds. Coach Sidi Ulanga and Coach Henry Malinga going at it today. Coach Sidi Ulanga, arguably one of Uganda's best 3-point shooters all time. And the general on the opposite side, Henry Malinga. I mean, he's a general. I don't need to talk about him. I don't need to talk about him. The most fundamentally sound player in Uganda basketball history. Now Subuga cooking something, pulls up for the mid-range jumper, nothing but the net. Nice shot by Subuga. It's a tie game, tied at 8 points apiece. Ogunda just fails to get possession. Possession to the JKL Dolphins. And the 3 referees for tonight's game: David Sefuma, Baidu, and Asuna Monica. Ogunda running out of options. Ogunda, that's a travel by Ogunda. That was too quick. Poor mechanics by Ogunda. Jerry guarding Kayaga, kicks it out to Nabosa for the 3, and Vandelun with the rebound. Sarah Ageno almost stole the ball. Now Vandelun, I mean that's Ogunda. Ogunda loses possession. Nabosa being very calm, picks up among Annette, who fails to convert. Now Subuga Tamasha for the mid-range. Jay, nothing but the net. That was a pure jumper by Subuga Tamasha. She now has 6 points. Kayaga just misses. Now Vubia Back to Kayaga. The Dolphins just exchanging passes. I mean, the Jaguars just exchanging passes. Now Lake Melinda calmly brings the ball forward. Waits for her teammates. Nothing to rush. On to Van der Loon. Van der Loon tries forcing up one. Doesn't get the basket. Shakira Navubia. That's a pushing foul. It's going to be a side ball. She was planning to pass the ball to her teammates under the hoop, under the rim. It's going to be a timeout by coach Henry Malinga. 2 minutes, 34 seconds. 2-point lead for the JKL Dolphins. 8-2. The Dolphins. 10-2 the Dolphins and 8-2 the Jaguars. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 2 minutes, 34 seconds. The JKL Dolphins currently leading the Jaguars by 2 points. Navubia, Shakira, no team in the bonus. Aggressive defense by Lake Melinda. She picks up a personal. It's going to be a side ball. Corner 3, Brenda Kayaga. And there goes Sarah Geno getting 2 well-deserved points. Hesitation from beyond the arc by Nsubuga. Now Lake Melinda for the 3, and the bank is open. She crashes in, gets the 3 points. 3-point lead for the Dolphins. Now Sarah Geno on to Kayaga. That's actually out of bounds. Looks like it is off Namvubia. Yeah, they changed the decision. It's off Namvubia. The JKL Dolphins will get possession. Spectacular first quarter by the JKL Dolphins. They have a 3-point lead against all odds, of course. They finished number 8 on the table, and the Jaguars were number 1. Brenda Kayaga for the 3 to tie the game. Sarah Geno at her finest, just dominating in the paint. 1 point lead for the JKL Dolphins. And there goes in Jerry. Jerry just failing to bury with 2 points. And it's a more blocked, denied. The referee says it was a foul. It's going to be 2 free throws. And it's among ties the game. Tied at 13 points apiece. That's possession. And it's among to beat the buzzer. And that's the end of the quarter. It's tied at 13 points apiece, 13 to the JKL, 13 to the JT Jaguars. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's go time here, second quarter basketball. The JT Jaguars will begin the quarter with possession. It's tied at 13 points apiece. Kayaga Brenda, no change from both teams here. And Aneta Moore, picture perfect pass coming in from Sarah Geno. She gets the assist. It's a 2-point lead finally for JT Jaguars. Now Lake Melinda. Oh, that's a beautiful move. She just fails to finish. Now Sarah Geno on transition. Nabosa almost loses the ball. There goes Nabosa. Shakira Navubia. Now Ageno. Blocked. Referee says it is a foul. It's going to be 2 free throws. Still a 2-point lead. Sarah again misses 2 for 2. Now Ogunda just hesitates, waits for her teammates. Oh, Melinda with a long 3. And Nabosa with the foul. I thought she should have played clean defense. She did a good job. I don't know why she panics on defense. And now Lucky Melinda will shoot 3 free throws. Lucky Melinda makes 2 for 3. It's the 1-point lead for the JT Jaguars. That's a kick ball. Possession back to the JKL Dolphins. Like Melinda, Ogunda, just keeping the JKL Dolphins afloat. Tamasha Subuga's gone so cold on offense. Jerry is just failing to get the 2 points. Wangeshi picks up Brenda Kayaga, corner 3, bang, bang. That was sweet. That was pure. Nothing but the net. Jerry Agnes with the rebound. She gets the 2 points. Now the JKL Dolphins coming through on defense. My tries for the 3, Nabosa. Now Ogunda being very patient with the ball. Nantalo 3 ball, and that's a wedgie. I think possession is going to head back to the JKL Dolphins. And that's a timeout. 6 minutes, 43 seconds. It's tied at 18 points apiece. 18 points to the JKL Dolphins and 18 to the JT Jaguars. Kotsudi Olanga taking on his counterparts, Henry Malinga. What an intense game this. The JT Jaguars finished top of the table and the JKL Dolphins finished number 8. I mean, the playoffs are a very, very different ball game. Anything can happen. Is there going to be a surprise today? Only time will tell. Keep it Kawowo Sports. 6 minutes, 43 seconds to go. And lots of basketball action coming your way in the boys category. Rest Life Saints will be taking on Summit in the next game of the day. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the basketball action. There goes Ogunda. Lands into a wall and down she goes. Doing too much, she should just move the ball. It's tied at 18 points apiece. There goes Brenda Kayaga, tries floating one up. Misses everything. On possession back to Lakeme Linda and the JKL Dolphins. She picks up Ogunda. Now in Jerry, that's a travel. Poor mechanics by Jerry. On to Nabosa. Wangeshi, 3 ball. Doesn't get the basket. And there goes Sarah Geno with the hustle. And look at sportsmanship between both ladies, Jerry Agnes and Sarah Geno. And Jerry just lifting Sarah Geno to her feet. Possession back to the JKL Dolphins. Van der Loon will get onto the floor. Out goes Lakeme Linda. Almost a turnover. Shot number 30 on the floor for the first time. Amy Grace Chan for the JT Jaguars. And Among Anne takes a break. I mean, some well-needed rest for Among Anne. 3 ball. Nabosa misses. Now the JKL Dolphins, led by Ogunda on offense. Now Ogunda. That's a turnover. Poor pass by Ogunda. But Nsuvuga Tamasha gets the ball. Pushing foul. Nsuvuga Tamasha will shoot 2 free throws. 4 minutes, 57 seconds. 2 free throws coming up from Tamasha and Subuga, and it's a 1-point lead for the JKL Dolphins. Very shocking. It's number 1 taking on number 8. The game looks very, very tight. She gets 2 for 2. Beautiful shooting by Subuga Tamasha. They are short-handed today. Only 6 players in attendance. 3-ball, corner 3. The ball goes out of bounds yet again. Mary Priscilla Nambogo with the attempts on the floor for the first time today. Now Van der Loon. That's a travel by Van der Loon. I mean, she should get the ball on the post, turn and shoot. Double substitution for the Jaguars. Double substitution, Coach Sudi Ulanga brings on Azida Nabayunga and Bridget Abba. Bridget Abba is also a champion with the UCU Cannons. Finally back from injury. Almost missed the entire second round. It's good to see her back on the floor. 4 minutes, 29 seconds. The JKL Dolphins taking on the Jetty Jaguars. First quarterfinals, best of 3. Game 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. 4 minutes, 27 seconds left. 2-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars. Azida Nabayunga loses possession. Now Subuga to the basket. Subuga almost getting a tough basket through contact. Wangeshi just showing off as her handles on transition. Stolen ball by Subuga Tamasha, and this time she'll go to the basket, gets the 2 points. What a performance by Tamasha and Subuga today. Short-handed team. Tamasha and Subuga again. The assist to Gunda. That's a foul. Wangeshi with the foul. She'll shoot 2 free throws. Three minutes, 30 seconds, 4-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars. Ogunda misses again. She missed 2 for 2 earlier on. I mean, these are the playoffs. Every decision matters. And she misses yet again. Nantalo almost getting the rebound off Chan. Van der Loon almost steals the ball. There goes Azida Nabayunga. It's going to be 2 free throws. Azida will look to make her first 2 points of the game. Lake Melinda back onto the floor. Out goes Ogunda. There goes Azida Nabayunga, making it a 3-point game. She makes 2 for 2. Okay, Melinda on to Agnes. Agnes fails. Now Wangeshi. Ikoro leading on transition. That looks like a foul. It's just a side ball. And out of bounds. Shan picks up Wangeshi. Ikoro. Corner 3. Oh my goodness. Nice stroke. She gets the 3 points from the corner. Mary Priscilla Nambogo. It's a 1-point lead for the Dolphins. Nantalo blocked shot. Now the Jetty Jaguars will look to take the lead. Chan on to Abba. And there goes Abba, using her size, getting the 2 points. 1-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars finally. Nantalo almost lost the ball. Now Subuga Tamasha. On to Jerry for the 3. And Jerry misses. It's a 3-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars. Corner 3, Nambogo pulls the trigger. And this time she misses. Abba Bridget with the offensive rebound. She has failed to convert. Tamasha Zuberger on to Lake for the 3. She's not lucky. Van der Loon loses. It's 3-on-1. Wangeshi, where is she going? She has to wait for her teammates. She needs to play smart basketball. Now Chan to Wangeshi, corner 3. Bang, bang. And just like that, it's a 5-point lead. It's a 5-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars. Change of events here. Momentum has finally shifted. Lake Melinda to the basket and she'll shoot 2 free throws. Monica Nasuna with the call. Two free throws. And Lake misses. It's a 5-point lead for the table leaders. The Jetty Jaguars taking on the JKL Dolphins, the defending champions. Lake makes the second, makes it a 4-point game. A couple of seconds to the end of the quarter. Wangeshi with some sauce. On to Chan for the 3. Nantalo with the rebound. Now it's 2-on-1. On to Jerry. Jerry just fails to make the basket. Abba rejected. Now Chan. On to Navubia, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of the second quarter. 23 points to the JKL Dolphins and 28 to the Jetty Jaguars. See you in the second half for more basketball action. Don't touch the dial, keep it Kawowo Sport. All right, ladies and gentlemen, second half basketball. The JKL Dolphins taking on the Jetty Jaguars. It's a 5-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars. On the floor for the JKL Dolphins in Subuga Tamasha, Lakia Melinda, Agnes and Jerry, Van der Lund, and Nantalo Christine. And for the Jetty Jaguars, Wangeshi Ikoru, Nambogo, Mary Priscilla, Chan, and Abba. That's a 24-second clock for election. Bridget Abba finally makes her way back to the floor after being out injured for quite some time during the season. Nambogo on to Abba, now Wangeshi all alone, pulls the trigger, misses everything. And Lake Melinda with the rebound. There goes Tamasha at her best, gets 2 more points, keeps it going for the Jetty Jaguars. For the JKL Dolphins. It's a 1-point game. I beg your pardon, a 3-point game. But Bridget just misses. Very unlucky on that attempt. On to Tamasha. Floats one up through contact. But the referee never thought there was a lot of contact. Down goes Nambogo. Down goes Mary Priscilla Nambogo. Hopefully she's not out injured. Be a very big blow to Kotsude Ulanga and the Jetty Jaguars. Brenda Kayaga will replace her. Nambogo goes to the bench. Brenda Kayaga and Nabosa will be getting ready to check in. Possession to the Jetty Jaguars, 25 to the Dolphins, 28 to the Jaguars. The Dolphins taking on the Jaguars. Kayaga Brenda on to Bridget. That's a 3-second clock violation. Caught sleeping in the paint. She's just trying to get back into game mode. She's been out injured for quite some time. Now like here, Melinda pulls up for the 2, misses everything. Now Wangeshi, the Jaguars, JKL Dolphins playing a very composed zone defense. And that's a turnover, poor pass by Ayukoro Wangeshi. The Jaguars are yet to score a point in this quarter. Tamasha to the basket. She meets her wall, a very big wall, and down she goes. Bridget Abba with the defense, and Nabosa with the finish on offense. 2 more points. The first 2 points. So now these are 4 points for the Jaguars. And the 4th quarter, it's going to be a side ball. Possession to the JKL Dolphins. Tamash and Subuga. Jerry looking very confused outside from beyond the arc. And there goes Jerry. Panics and loses the ball. Seven minutes, 7 seconds. Third quarter basketball. Brenda Kayaga, 3 ball. Tries to deliver. Now Yukoro misses everything yet again. Poor offense by the Jetty Jaguars. With a couple of possessions on one offense and failing to get a basket, failing to buy a basket. Now Van der Loon, and Van der Loon makes the basket. Very unorthodox, but she gets the basket nevertheless. It's back to a 3-point game. Nabosa picks up Chan. Now Tamasha and Subuga will be going to the basket. She loses possession. Double substitution, Sarah Chan and Namvubia Shakira. Namvubia on the floor. Out goes Wangeshi and Chan. 5 minutes, 55 seconds. Nabosa corner 3, and she'll be shooting 3 free throws. Agnes and Jerry with the contest on defense, but there was contact, and referee David Sefuma calls for the foul. Nabosa stretches the lead to 4 points.
Number plate, UBJ 39 Come to the DJ's box and put your kids somewhere.
That's it, 2 for 2. She makes 3 for 3. Beautiful shooting by Nabosa Maimuna. Now 5 points for her in the third quarter. Poor pass by Lakia Melinda. Good hustle. Nantalo Christine, 3 ball, misses everything. Just a 6-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars. And 2 more points for Sarah Ageno. Stretching the lead now. Looks like the Jaguars trying to send a message. Van der Loon. Oh, hustle by Van der Loon. Down she goes. It's going to be 2 free throws. It's going to be 2 free throws for Van der Loon. Hard work always pays. And that's a typical example of hard work. Van der Loon will shoot 2 free throws, and Kotsudi Ulanga gets a technical foul. It's going to be 3 free throws. It's going to be 3 free throws. Tamasha Subuga misses. Now Jerry Agnes. will shoot the 2 free throws for the foul. There goes in Jerry. It's going to be 1 free throw. It's actually not in Jerry, it's Van der Loon. She makes 1 for 2. Shakira Namvubia almost loses the ball. Now Maimuna. Good ball movements by the table leaders, and Nabosa Maimuna with the icing on the cake. Just rewards her teammates for the trust in her. Gets 3 points. She now has 8 points off the bench in the third quarter. Lakia Melinda, catch and shoot. There goes in Jerry, goes for the reverse, gets an offensive rebound, converts. Nabosa again. Oh, it's going to be like a shooting practice for Nabosa. Three minutes, 39 seconds. Again, will inbound the ball. On to Shakira. Shakira fails to deliver. Pressures by Tamasha. And Subuga. 8-point lead. Van der Loon, the long 2. That was a poor shot by Van der Loon. One leg was outside the 3-point arc and the other was inside. That's a 3-second clock violation by among Annette. Lakia Melinda for the 3. Misses, pulls the trigger from deep, doesn't deliver any positive results, and there goes Maimuna. 10 points by her. Oh my goodness. Spectacular performance by Maimuna in the third quarter, making it a 10-point double-digit lead. Nantalo picks up Tamasha. That's a travel by Subuga Tamasha, and coach Henry Malinga with the timeout. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. 10-point lead for the table leaders JT Jaguars. It's 30 points to the JKL Dolphins and 40 to the JT Jaguars. It's actually not a timeout. I thought coach Henry Malinga called for a timeout. It was not a timeout. I beg your pardon. Apologies. Now Ageno picks up Namvubia. 3-ball, Brenda Kayaga misses the reset. Kayaga doesn't deliver, on to Maimuna. 3-ball. There goes in Jerry on the hustle. Down she goes, but look at the sportsmanship between Sarah Geno and Agnes and Jerry. One minute, 30 seconds. Now Aneta Mong on to Ageno, rejected, denied. Looks like the referee says it's a shooting foul. It's going to be 2 free throws. Again, Sarah again misses the first one. Again, makes it 50%, gets the second. Oh my goodness. Like a Melinda just throws the ball out of bounds. 1 minute, 14 seconds. And it's a more looking for the 2 points. It's 11-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars. On to Tamasha. Tamasha to the basket, floats one up. She doesn't get any positive results on that attempt. Now Anita Mong. Possession 2. The JKL Dolphins turnover by Anita Mong. Just a couple of seconds to the end of the second quarter. Dominant performance by the Jetty Jaguars in the third quarter. Lakia Melinda for the 3. Very off, misses everything. Now Nambogo, Mary Priscilla, can she finish the play? No, she doesn't. But the refs will send her to the line. Yeah, it's going to be 2 free throws. And the next game of the day will be the Res Life Saints taking on Summit Basketball Club. Mary Priscilla makes the first one. She gets the second. Now like Melinda, she's getting ready to pull up for the 3. And Tamasha uses the glass. Strong, aggressive move by Tamasha, and we have come to the end of the quarter. It is 43 points to the JT Jaguars and 32 points to the JKL Dolphins. Short in numbers, but they are still keeping within reach of the game. It's 11-point difference. The quarterfinals, first game of 3 between the JKL Dolphins and the JT Jaguars. Stay tuned for more 10 minutes of basketball action. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last 10 minutes of the game. It's 11-point lead for the Jetty Lady Jaguars, 43 points to the Jetty Lady Jaguars, and 32 points to the JKL Lady Dolphins. Man-to-man defense by the Jetty Jaguars. On to Nantalo. Nantalo misses. Tries pulling up for the mid-range jumper. Looks like a panic shot. She misses 2 for 2. On to again, Among in and out. The ball goes out. She'll simply shoot 2 free throws. And it Among makes it a 12-point game. She gets 2 for 2, stretches the lead to 13 points. The table leaders just manhandling the JKL Dolphins, and there goes Tamasha and Subuga with the 2 points. Corner 3, 0 results. Tamasha, 1-on-1. Oh, she hesitates. That's a kick ball. That's a foul by Mary Priscilla Nambogo. Now Tamasha and Subuga cooking. On to Tamasha. That's fails to get the ball. Goes out of bounds. The JKL Dolphins staying composed in a zone defense. Tamasha with 18 points to her name today. Picks up Untalo. Now just moving the ball. Like Melinda. Just failing to get the 3. And it's among the catch and shoots. Vanderloon, another rebound. Tamasha puts up 1, down she goes. She'll shoot 2 free throws. Tamasha will shoot 2 free throws. She gets the first one, the friendly roll. Really lucky to get that one. It was in and out. Gets the second one. She has 20 points. Spectacular performance by Tamasha and Subuga. She has 20 points from the 36 points for the JKL Dolphins. Ball goes out of bounds. 11-point game. It's actually a 9-point game, I beg your pardon. That's soccer. That's a kick ball. by Shakira Namvubia. Now Tamasha on to Van der Loon. Beautiful move by Van der Loon. She just fails to get the basket. Looking very frustrated after that miss. That's a blocked shot. That's actually a 2. That's a foul. The ref calls it a shooting foul. It's going to be 2 free throws for Namvubia. Last 10 minutes of the game. 6 minutes and 42 seconds to be precise. Namvubia. Shakira misses the first one. She misses the second. Nice mechanics, she was just unlucky. Now Lake Melinda cooking, pulls up for the 3. Shot is on target, just failing to connect. Still a 9-point game. The Jaguars with a comfortable lead. Again, beats our defender clean to the basket. Abba Bridget with the offensive rebound. Just fails to deliver. Now Lake Melinda. Oh my goodness. Lake Melinda with the special. And Shakira Namvubia also squeezes one inside. They're going band for band. Anything you can do, I can also do. There goes Lake. And this time she's rejected. That's a foul. Is it going to be an and one? It's going to be a very, very tricky decision. Referee David Sefuma just consulting his colleague if it's going to be an and one or it's going to be just 2 free throws. What's the decision? Waiting for the referee's decision. It's going to be 1 free throw. Counted the basket. It's back to 11-point game. Make that 12. Nambogo. Mary Priscilla. Jerry in and out. Nice footwork by Jerry. Looks like a turnover. Ogunda. On to Jerry. Now Van der Loon picks up Tamasha and Subuga. Hesitates. Ogunda 3 ball. Down goes Van der Loon. Good hustle by Tamasha and Subuga. Nabosa just trying to get the offensive rebound. Going on and on. Still 4 minutes, 44 seconds. It's a 12-point lead for the Jetty Jaguars. But Bridget gets the 2 points, uses the glass. Van der Loon for the 3. And yes, Van der Loon from deep makes it 11-point game. And Shakira Namvubia goes coast to coast again. Gets the 2 points in traffic. Namvubia to the basket. Now Bossa 3 ball. It's the hustle for the rebounds. On position 2. The JKL Dolphins. Ref Nasuna and Baidu consulting each other. It's going to be a substitution. Wangashi will get onto the floor. Three minutes, 45 seconds. Tamasha with 20 points to her name today. Cooking. That's a pushing foul by Nabosa Maimuna. It's going to be a timeout. Coach Henry Malinga with the timeout. 3 minutes, 30 seconds. It's 41 to the JKL Dolphins and 54 to the Jetty Jaguars. Welcome back. Last 3 minutes, 27 seconds. It's another turnover. Poor offense by the JKL Dolphins. Still a 13-point lead. Corner 3, Wangashi. Oh, that was wild. The ball just rolls and goes out of bounds. Now Ogunda. On to Jerry. It's a turnover. Poor offense by the JKL Dolphins yet again. Really struggling in today's game. Began the first half brilliantly. And there goes Navubia. I mean, the JKL Dolphins began the second quarter brilliantly. And they are finally broken, struggling in the second half. Oh my goodness, Tamasha on the Euro step. Loses Abba Bridget and floats one up. She now has 22 points. Tamasha doing pretty much everything, struggling and hustling on defense and on offense. She's currently leading all scoring. Again, 2 more points, count it in. Jerry for the 3, and the bank is not open. Now Nabosa on to Wangeshi. Jerry recovers on defense, saves the day. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, the assist. Looks like Tamasha will be going coast to coast. Here she goes coast to coast, puts one up. As fails to get the basket. Still struggling, still hustling. On to Van der Loon. Just a couple of seconds. Tamasha, long 3, and the ball goes out of bounds. 59 seconds to the end of the game. Looks like we're going to have winners here. 16-point lead. Sarah Chan getting ready to come on. Sarah Geno will take a break. And on comes Chan. Abba Bridget just distributes the ball. Wangeshi denied by Van der Loon. Ogunda on to Van der Loon. Van der Loon fumbles, loses the ball. Van der Loon comes through. Very big on defense again, picks the rebound. Just a couple of seconds to the end of the game, and there goes Tamasha. I mean, she can't stop scoring. She can't stop getting baskets. She has 22 points. It's a turnover. Tamasha on to Ogunda to beat the buzzer, and she fails to beat the buzzer. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the game. The Jaguars draw first blood. They take game 1. Final scores 59 to the Jaguars and 45 to the JKL Dolphins.
The girls game, the boys game. Yeah.